Okay, well, welcome everyone. I know it's hard to sort of get up early Saturday morning in a cold, especially in a cold morning, but welcome. I hope over the next 2 hours you guys get to present and do things that you would actually do in the real world. All right, so today it will be the third time, third semi-annual pitch day. This is final project from the Introduction to Technology Innovation Entrepreneurship class that we offer at Ms. Porter's. And Technology Innovation Entrepreneurship covers three main tracks. Technology, so girls did some coding. Innovation, so we did workshops in like VR, AR. Next week we'll get to things like blockchain. And then entrepreneurship. All the girls had to go through what it takes to create a business plan. What is what do you put on pitch deck, and be able to present to you today. So the challenge of the girls, the app challenge is to create a problem or address a need that could be scalable to create a viable business. And this could be in form of digital app, or it could be a physical good or services. Just a few things to go over. Please put your phone in do not disturb mode. We're in tech class, so we will be using your mobile device after all the presentations are done, but please put them on DND mode now. And if you want to share what happens today, if you want to take photos, that's all good too. If you want to put hashtag MPS PitchDay. We shared these rubrics with you, so we have our wonderful judges who I will introduce in a second, but these are things that you'll be judged on. So part one is design, whether the idea is unique, does it address the problem effectively. Business, it has to be viable business. There has to be clear development plan and future milestones that's achievable. Do you have the right business model for your product? Development, is it possible for you to make it? Do you have clear ideas in terms of what the future iterations might look like? Is it scalable? And your presentation skills, obviously. So, and then the requirements, it's actually a 6-minute presentation. You'll have timer right on that table. And then you're supposed to have a website. We're giving you extra points for those who actually hard-coded websites. Some of you actually, hard-coded websites. So, and I'll share those with you once all the pitches are done. And then you were supposed to conduct an interview and survey and do the empathy portion right at the beginning of your presentation. Okay, those are the rubrics. So how this is going to work is that 70% of the final points will be through our judges, and then 30% towards at the end we're going to poll you. I think there are 9th graders here who are not part of the TI class this semester. You're the ones who are voting, and make your presence matter. And I'll show you a video from. Okay, sorry. Let me try that all over again.
Unfortunately, I'm not, but I will be there in spirit. I'm completely enthusiastic about the work that you're doing, the way that you're learning, and what the future means because of this work. And I look forward to seeing the live stream of the event when I'm back on campus. Go Porters!
Yeah, that's from Kate. And to introduce our sharks. Okay, so our first shark, Nisha. Nisha, if you want to... Nisha is a member of the Business and Finance Department of Martha Kalina LLP. She represents public, private, and emerging growth companies, including for-profit and not-for-profit companies with corporate transactions, including acquisitions and dispositions, joint ventures, equity and debt financing, and other strategic transactions. She has helped several companies with their large-scale mergers and acquisitions. In 2018, the Harvard Business Journal named her as 40 under 40 ORD, and the Connecticut Law Tribune recognized Nisha as a new leader in the law. So welcome. Okay, next is Kathy. She's currently the operations director for the Peter Worth Institute for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at UConn, which supports programs and resources that integrate innovative thinking and entrepreneurial activity throughout UConn. She also leads the evaluation board for UConn Innovation Fund that invests in startups with ties to UConn. Prior to UConn, Kathy held numerous senior executive positions within the computer networking industry, including Cisco and 3Com. She is an angel investor and actively involved in mentoring and supporting entrepreneurs and startups in the greater Boston area and Connecticut. She's a frequent judge for business plan competitions, including Harvard, Babson, Boston University, UConn, Yale, Mass Challenge, and now Miss Porter's. Welcome, Kathy. And sorry, I could not get your photo, but Rebecca, Rebecca and her husband Cyrus founded Crabtree and Evelyn, which they sold in 1996, in addition to taking courses at the fundraising school at Indiana University and serving as a Porter's trustee. Rebecca has been a trustee of Opera New England and Rectory School. She's an avid gardener and birdwatcher and enjoys the company of her corgis. Rebecca attended Vassar College and Boston University. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. All right, so you guys all know the rules. 6 minutes pitch, and which includes 1 to 2 minute video. All team members must speak. I think some team members who couldn't come today are going to be in videos, so that's how they are going to contribute. And then after each pitch, judges are going to comment, about your pitch, and then we'll sort of proceed that way. And top 3 point getters teams will be announced at the end of the competition. Okay, so the first group, Daisy Bikes, could come up. Okay. So, you want to stand up?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie.
I'm Ella.
And I'm Cecilia. And we're Daisy Bikes. So we created Daisy Bikes with the purpose of providing faster and more efficient transportation around schools and campuses.
Statistics and common problems that we came across when we sent out a survey to Miss Porter's school were that students get tired of walking around campus, they don't like having to walk from class to class in a short period of time, 50% of students feel rushed getting from class to class, and they all are interested in a faster way to get around their campus.
Our solution for the problem is to try Daisy Bikes. Free transportation around campus anytime you need it. It's easy and you don't have to worry about rushing to class. Bikes can get you to class 2 times faster than walking can, and it's a great source of exercise.
The reason why we chose to do this now is because students are struggling to get to class on time. 79.2% of students say they feel rushed to get to class, and 68.3% of students say they get tired of walking around campuses on the day-to-day basis.
Our product is a bike system for schools with open campuses. Schools can order our product and receive 12 or more bikes for their campus. There are 6 bikes per rack, and you can receive 2 or more racks. Each bike includes brakes, a kickstand, a basket for smaller belongings, and your school logo can also be added to the bikes. Bikes will be returned to the racks at the end of each day.
Checking out a bike is so simple. First, the school orders the bikes and it's included in the tuition. You reserve a bike online and then are given a key number to access it. You then check out your bike. The school will have a checkout station with the key as well. You sign your name and the number of the key you have taken, and then you are given the bike with the corresponding number. You use the bike all day, lock it when you're not riding it, and return it back with the key at the end of the day.
So there are companies that have similar products such as Lime Bikes and City Bikes, but our company is more user-friendly and designed specifically for schools with campuses. For starters, our competitors charge you by the hour to buy or rent the bike, but we allow free access to the bikes that can be checked out by the day, which is more efficient for college students, and it's easier because not everyone can pay for a bike by the hour.
On our team, we currently have 3 members, Ella Bain, Cecilia Klein, and Catherine Anderson, and we are all high school students who came up with the idea of Daisy Bikes based on problems that we face daily.
As you can see on our slides, we have organized the costs for our bikes, baskets, and racks, with shipping and retail price also included. 12 bikes are $540, 12 baskets are $120, 2 racks are $40, 12 bike locks are $10 plus $75 for shipping, so retail price is $900, and you can purchase an additional set of 6 for $495.
On this slide, you're able to see the cost of the bikes if we were to partner with someone that would provide the bikes to us. You can see that 12 baskets would be $120, 2 racks would be $40, the bike locks would be $10, the 12 repairs for the bikes are $200, with the $75 for shipping, which means that we would have a $460 retail, with additional sets for $325.
The use of funds with no partnership is $710 for bikes and accessories plus $75 for shipping. An additional 6 bikes with no partnership is $360 for bikes and accessories plus $35 for shipping. The use of funds with a partnership would be $170 for accessories, $200 for bike repairs, and $75 for shipping. An additional 6 bikes with the partnership would be $90 for accessories, $100 for repairs, and $35 for shipping. The retail price is significantly lower if we have a partner. So your campus would not charge as much for your bikes if we had a partner.
These are our financial projections if we sell 1 rack of Daisy bikes every month for 1 year. We should receive $115 a month if we had no partnership. This money would be divided equally. We would have $1,360 in 12 months. If we partner, we would have $92 a month, which would be equally divided. We would have $1,104 in 12 months. Our partner would receive $23 a month, and they would also receive $276 in 12 months, or 20% of our profit.
So this is the timeline if we don't partner with a company to provide bikes. We plan to officially launch our company March 1st of next year. In 6 months, we hope to have a profit of $680, which would have meant that we sold 1 rack of bikes to 1 campus each month. By the end of the year, we would have $1,360 as long as we continue that sales at 1 rack of bikes a month for 1 month. So this is our commercial and our website. Which one do you want to do? I'm sorry. This one?
So this is our hard-coded website. And you can click the links to customize your bike. Well, your school can customize all the bikes to look the same. So these are the color options. And this is the order form.
And then this is our commercial.
So hard today.
No, I'm definitely gonna fail our test on Monday. So love that for me. Our class we have math. What time is it? It's at 3 o'clock, but it's 2:58. We gotta go.
Ladies, why are you late? It's 3:05. Where have you been?
Sorry, we had class in Jones and we couldn't get here in time.
What, you can't walk that fast?
No, we had to run and it was so much work. And my backpack's really heavy. Yeah.
Buy Daisy bikes! And get to class on time.
Don't relive that awkward situation. Don't.
Okay, so great job, especially the first presenters. You guys did phenomenal, so well done. Few points here. I thought that your problem definition was really good. You did a lot of work to really understand what the students were looking for. so I like that. Not clear to me about how the bikes get returned to the rack. I don't know how big your campus is, so how do they get back, and what's the timing requirement? So it's just something I'd want to know more about. I'm also interested in the partnership. You kind of used it as an either or. So who would those partners be, and how does that factor in? Why would you want a partner versus not? So work there. On your funds, your slide on the funds, I think you could really simplify the presentation with the way that you show numbers, put them more in a table format than in a description. And then marketing, I'd like to know more about the target schools you're going after, but overall, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the presentation was very impressive. You all have great stage presence and confidence, and I think that's half the battle when you're presenting a thing like this. One thing is your commercial. I would have loved to see a product. Like, I would have loved to actually see a bike. I think it's really important when you're trying to sell your product to, like, even if it's just a bike, one of your own personal bikes or something, just get it in there so that you're having more of a visual, sale as well. But overall, I think you guys did a great job. I agree about, I think the presentation for the finances was a little bit too complicated for how, quick of a time you guys have. So throwing it on a table makes it really easy for us to see cost-benefit analysis. So numbers and tables are always easier.
You did a fabulous job, and everybody said everything except the one thing I have to say is, I think when you've sold a set of bikes to a school, 6 isn't enough. You're going to sell more than that because there are too many people in your school to have 6 be enough. So I think you're going to scale it up faster than you anticipated, because you did an amazing job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll add the points now.
So we still don't have Eco Dish here? Eco Dish, no? Okay, I'll skip them. Okay. JNS Necklace is next.
Do I start? Oh. Hi, my name is Jenny Sun, and I'm the CEO and the founder of JNS Necklace, and here's our logo. This is our team, but they're the other 3 founders of JNS Necklace, but unfortunately Jenna and Sophia are not able to join us today.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I lost my voice, so I'm just kind of up here for moral support. Yeah.
So what is our company for? People love necklaces, but it's very annoying every time when we pull out our necklaces and see them tangled together. Imagine a time when we need to hurry to our class or work, but you just can't get your favorite necklace together. So we designed a product called the necklace straws, and they're straw-like tubes, as it shows on the picture. There's a hinge with 3 nails connecting the 2 inner edges of the straw for customers to open the straw and put their necklace in, 2 tiny leash clips on the top and bottom ends on the tube so that it can hold the necklace, and 2 strong magnetic thin blocks on the 2 outer edges of the straw in order to hold them together. It always keeps your necklace straight no matter what. We believe our product will be welcomed by the public because we've done a lot of researches online, and those are all the easiest ways that came up for getting your necklace entangled, and they're all not as convenient as trying one of our necklace straws. Further investigation result proves our assumption to be right. We mainly focused on our research on the girls in our school, and it ends up with a result of 82.4% of students showing their interest in getting a product that solves the problems of tangled necklaces. After our analyst has done the calculation, we'll have a variable cost of $2.94 to make one necklace straw. We decide to set the initial price at $5.99 for each. So when we sell 1,000 of them, we can make a profit of $3,050. Our market will mainly focus on females. Approximately about 54.7% of the world population have necklaces, and at least 4 million people are willing to purchase $5.99 to try a new product. And we don't have a competition because I think we are the first one who came up with this idea. We've estimated our future revenue as well. Starting from an annual revenue of $1,500 a year in 2019, we can reach almost $20 million in 2028. Our company is going to be very successful not only because we have those seemingly trustworthy data analysis, but we also have a specific marketing strategy. We're going to apply the strategic alliance. Later on, J&S Necklace will partner up with other necklace brands. We will be also selling the necklace from other brands at our platform. The other companies will have their design brand necklace straws. By cooperating with well-known companies who will start to be known by the public, more companies will start partnership with us, and we will have their design brand necklace straws and their necklaces too at the platform. It is also a benefit for the other companies when we become famous because we can advertise for their brands. We'll have partnerships with different levels of necklace brands, and it will later display on our website. Brands such as Tiffany & Co., Van Cleef. And this is our commercial. Oh, okay. What do I do? Wait, where is it? Okay. Should I just skip it? Yeah. And this is our hard-coded first website, but it's all our basic information. But we also decided to make a website with Wix to get a basic picture of how we should actually code it in the future. So, okay. Hi. So this is our home page, and you can see our promo video on there. And then you can see, oh, okay.
I'm about to put my necklace in my jewelry box. I hope it doesn't get tangled. Oh no, my necklace is all tangled. Now I have to take 20 minutes out of my day to detangle it.
I'm gonna put my necklace in a J&S necklace straw just to prevent it from getting tangled. Oh my gosh! It didn't get tangled at all and it kept its shape. I'm so happy I have a J&S necklace straw.
Okay, and this is our homepage. You can see our business idea, and then you can also see this is where our office is, and you can also subscribe to us. So like, yeah, if you click shop now, you can see our product page. So you can see how I've mentioned before, we have partnerships with other companies at different levels. So there are different prices of necklaces, and if we click on the product page, we can select different colors, but I didn't set it up yet. So yeah, and then also you can choose different length because necklaces also have different length. And yeah, what's special about our website is that we allow our customers to actually have the choice to book an online chat with one of our employees and get a customized necklace straw one that fits you. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, you can contact us on that. Thank you.
Okay, so fabulous job. I would buy that product. I have this problem every day, so this is a good thing. So I think you did a good thing in terms of identifying the problem. Where I would spend some time focusing on is this for cosmetic jewelry or fine jewelry? Because that's going to have an impact on what material you make this out of. It's going to have an impact on how much you're going to charge for it and how much you could potentially make out of it. So it's going to differ by that, and I would just do some work in that area. That would be my primary focus.
Okay.
Other than that, I think great job.
Thank you.
I have a suggestion. I think this is something you should sell to the necklace companies as a packaging, because
Oh yeah, we were actually thinking
Yes,
about that.
because-
But yeah, sorry.
it's sort of like you need it, you know, you sell it with the necklaces, and then they all come with their straws. It's a great idea, really, really good idea.
Yeah, because like I said, we have like partnerships with like other like necklace brands, and so we'll have like their brands necklace straws.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I also love this idea because this is a thing I constantly deal with. One thing I would also focus on is, you see people using just regular straws to be able to untangle their necklaces and keep them separate. So why would people want to pay the $6.99 for yours? So kind of differentiating a little bit about what makes you guys special, emphasizing the magnetic clasp, how easy it is to use in comparison to having to, string your own necklace through it. Kind of emphasizing there's a reason why you want to pay this amount. I loved your financial spread because I think it was really easy to be able to see your profit, and I liked the profit amount. I think you could even bring those numbers down, and so I thought that was very, very well done. So good job.
Thank you.
Hit return. Oh, one more time.
Oh, I see, just to go down through.
Increases two cells.
No, how can we just not get Okay, perfect. This might be hard to make.
Hi, we're Pi R Squared, and we're a food delivery app that makes ordering with those around you easier. I'm Ella Huff, and I'm the COO.
I'm Yumin Park, and I'm the CFO.
And I'm Emma Thompson, I'm the CMO. And here's a message from our CEO, Kira Donahue.
Hello, I'm Kira Donahue, and I'm the CEO of Pi R Squared. Our company's purpose and vision is to redesign how meals are shared, facilitate smiles, and foster relationships with the people around you. We found that there were some problems with ordering food. Not only are there costly deliveries, time never works out, and if you wanted to order in groups, it's too hard to split the costs. Our app allows for group ordering. It instantly calculates costs evenly. Each person is charged for their own food, and the delivery cost and service fees are shared. This is also more convenient for the drivers. Rather than doing 2 or 3 runs to the same place, you only do 1. And also, this saves on gas.
So what's the underlying magic? Through our app, we emphasize the importance of community by allowing social interaction when you go and pick up your order with people you may have not met before, as well as through the app you can share your favorite meals with your friends. So why now? We've noticed that people are ordering more in groups at academic institutions as well as in companies, and many people are finding difficulty doing this. Through our app, we save our customers much more time because they don't have to worry about dividing the amount of the cost through service fees, delivery, and each person's individual items. Additionally, we have safer technology in our app for the transfer of money. Oh, it's public. What should we do? Because it's public. It's weird. This is already public on YouTube, so. How do I?
Okay, so our market size. We think our app will benefit a lot of people today, including boarding schools, colleges, companies, and just friend groups. So with that, we think that we can benefit a lot. Marketing our own, we are going to use social media to get our app out there.
So our competition, there are 3 other food delivery services that are used today, but the difference between us and them is that they don't offer a group service where you can order all together. And with our app, the cost for drivers to pay gas will be cheaper, and the blame of orders getting messed up because there's so many one night will be declined because they'll only have 1 delivery.
So the question is, will this actually make profit? The answer is yes, it will, and a lot. So we're initially starting off in our school community. So we sent out a survey to our school saying that, would you download this app if we make it? 50 people replied this survey, and then among them, 94% of people said that they will download this app. We'll gain profit through this app by banner advertisements, placing the order of displayed restaurants by receiving premium fees from the restaurants, and also receiving percentage of service fees from the drivers, which is fixed 8%. So in our first month, calculating those advertisements and other stuff, we will earn $116. This does not seem much, but we are starting with the bare minimum, and we're only starting within our school community. Considering that we only calculated from 50 people in our school community, this is very much. So what do we need from you? We need approximately $70,000 from you. I just said that we are initially going to make $116 in our first month, and you might be saying that's a huge gap. But actually, this isn't a huge gap at all. Our competitors weigh about $4 or $5 billion worth these days. And we are trying to come up with a company that a lot of people want, which is a group delivery service app. And also, we are improving the cons they have so that we guarantee and believe that we'll be weighing much more than them in the future.
Here. The video that we had put together kind of just ran through our website, so we'll do that here through this link. Okay, so Pi R Squared. When you first open, you can immediately download if you'd like there. However, you can also just continue to scroll through and just get a brief overview of what our app does. We also give you some key features on how to use our app. And then finally down here we have some screenshots of how you will be able to log in and register, and some of the unique aspects of our app, such as you can set preferences as to when you'd like to receive notifications of people in your area ordering food, and this can be on the weekends only or during the weekdays. You can also select your payment methods, and you can also see how on a cart each person's name will appear so that everyone knows who ordered what and will be charged fairly. And then we just have some of our statistics and our team further on. Thank you.
Okay, so great job. So the feedback I would have for you is I really like that on your team you had roles defined. So you really tried to split them out so that all of the main areas were covered. I thought that was really good. A group ordering app, there are a lot of other startups working on this idea. So this isn't new and novel in that it's an identified problem, and there are, I can tell you at UConn, there are 2 groups already pursuing this. So with that, it has to do with first mover advantage, getting to market quickly, and it also has to do with targeting who's going to use it. So I would go beyond here and make sure there are other schools that are lined up to use it, because it's very difficult to get uptake on apps over time. And I really like that you took a swag at the investment side of it. You know, the numbers are questionable, but I think the fact that you tried that is a really good thing.
Yeah, I think you were the first group that had an ask. And I think that's really important in presentations like these, you know, if you're in a group with investors or advisors or mentors, to be able to know what you want out of your presentation, what you're looking for, recognizing where you need help. So that was really great to see that. You mentioned a couple of times how you would be able to have things for cheaper, like, you know, gas and driving and stuff like that. I would have liked a little bit more of an analysis in comparison to a Grubhub. Why are you guys cheaper? How are you making it cheaper? What is the cost benefit that you guys are getting in comparison to them? Besides, you know, even if it is just because they're delivering it one time, I wanted to hear a little bit more about that and have a little bit more numbers to justify it. But otherwise, great presentation.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's so instant. You know, my problem is that I don't know how you can get people to wait till there's a whole group of people getting food.
Alright, so we're gonna go back a little bit.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't know that I think that's a huge problem. That problem is going to be solved easily. Well, you know
Okay,
why?
Eco Dish, you wanna
Wait,
come up?
It's because if they save money and they're so money. They can't save that much money, can they? Really? What we're talking about.
The timer's going there, so. You could come up here. Please the microphone.
Please figure it out.
This is our model, but it's kind of small, so if you want to see, please pass it over.
So, the amount of plastic manufactured in the last 10 years of this century eclipses the total produced in the entire of last century, according to Environmental Health News. How much are we contributing to the degradation of our own planet? I want to ask you to think of your own kitchen. How many plastic materials do you own? Can you even remember? According to a study on kitchen utensils, thermoplastics such as ABS, PS, and PP have replaced aluminum, zinc, pottery, and glass for electrical appliances and majority of the kitchen utensils, and especially dish racks. Most dish racks in the market are either plastic or steel, and neither are environmentally sustainable. We live in a time when we need to constantly ask ourselves, how is my lifestyle affecting the planet? Perhaps more than ever. On that note, we are here to introduce EcoDish. EcoDish, a wholly new, eco-friendly, and efficient way of washing and drying dishes. So these are our team members. Two of them cannot be here because of prior schedules, and me, CO1 Yun, and
Scout Davis
is here.
Okay, so what is our project? It's built with the goal of efficiency for the consumer. This idea is really to with small counter spaces and like small areas in like apartments or something like that. This can be really useful because it will save the amount of counter space you use when you're trying to dry dishes, but at the same time, wash them, and it's overall just more efficient, and it's an eco-friendly product that saves water. And yeah, so how does it work? The user will put the wet dishes into the racks located here. Then the water will drip down through the holes at the bottom, and it will go down the ramp and hit the base where the plant will be, or the soil, and it will distribute throughout the soil and feed the growing plant.
So the eco dishes will be made of recycled cork instead of plastic or wood or any other material. Recycled cork has high durability, impermeability or resistance to water, cost effectiveness, and environmental sustainability. Moreover, our dish rack is special to other dish racks on the market because it has a special flower pot attached to the rack. If you could see in our model. And the flower pot adds a stylish and modern design to the kitchen and brings a fresh atmosphere to the kitchen. You can grow herbs, flowers, plants. It's a free space to plant your creativity in your kitchen. So the cost required to make this material could range from $10 to $15. The price is very, very low compared to other dish racks in the market because we are using a material that's environmentally safe and also very, very cheap.
So we have our website somewhere. I'm not sure. Does he have a website? She said Sorry about that. Here's our website. Like here, this is our slogan, a whole new, more efficient way of drying dishes. Here you can find like just about our product, innovative, passion, design, entrepreneurship. Yeah, this is just basically what we are like. What we already said, like how it works, and just again the pictures of our design, and here's a video of our other creators.
Good morning, Sharks, from some of the creators of EcoDish. I'm Sophia. And I'm Mia. And we're looking for your investment in our product.
EcoDish is an affordable, easy way to maintain a self-watering garden and keep the counter dry from wet dishes.
The way it works is you put the dishes on the rack like you would a normal dish dryer, but EcoDish is special because the water drips down the slope into a pot of soil, so you could have anything from an herb garden for flavoring meals to flowers to add some freshness and brightness to your small apartment.
EcoDish EcoDish is the future of dish drying because it's a convenient, efficient, and environmentally friendly way of drying your dishes. This seems to be the new trend these days. People are moving towards simpler, more healthy methods of keeping our earth happy and healthy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so nice job. Some technical glitches, but that always happens or usually happens. So I personally would have liked to have seen more about the target customer. So you talk about the fact that it's a simpler way to dry dishes, but so are you going after big cities, no dishwasher? I'm not sure about that. Also testing the idea. So I love that you did a model, so that's fantastic. Did you go out and test the market? Did you talk to others about it? Did you get feedback? You talked in generalities, but not specifics, and so I would have liked to have seen more of that. In some ways, I'm thinking it's a product looking for a market as opposed to a well-defined market. So I really think it comes back to understanding more about the market up front and then figuring out how this would solve that problem. Yeah.
Thank you. Just some feedback about your presentation. I think for your presentation, it would have been more effective for me to understand what your product is to start with the video. I think the video caught my attention and told me exactly what you guys were doing, whereas your slideshow, it took me probably like 3 or 4 slides to actually figure out what this was doing. So it's not very clear in the beginning. But I love the idea. I think the idea is great. So if you start with a little bit more of an introduction to explain it, then you get into why it's beneficial and how you created it, that would be great. I don't really remember seeing the financial metrics as much either. So maybe making that a little bit more prominent. I love that you did this. This is very effective. I will note it is plastic though, which is kind of ironic. So consider that also for the future. But, you know, very cool idea.
I love the idea, but it's not going to hold glasses and pots and things, so you may need to like tweak the design a little bit. And I would love to have seen a picture of it actually watering a plant, because that doesn't quite make sense to me, but I love the idea. And I think with the trend of all these tiny houses and things and small apartments, it's a fabulous idea. But I think when you wash dishes, you need to have a little more different space.
Yeah, our key consumer was like people that are in small apartments or just have like a limited amount of space, so it was more efficient and useful to use like something that didn't take up too much space, and it just is also eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, next group.
Good morning, everyone. We're Tuvi. I'm Lauren Holloway.
I'm Maya Brill.
I'm Laura Liu. And we also have Tanya Farag. She's a junior from sports school, but she couldn't be here today, so we are presenting. And here's our commercial for Tuvi.
Let's watch a movie. Yeah.
What should we watch? Do you want to watch The Notebook?
No, I've seen it before.
What about All the Boys I've Loved Before?
No way.
Let's watch Wreck-It Ralph.
No, let's watch The Grinch.
Or Spider-Man.
No, Creed.
You guys ever tried
No, Bumblebee.
Guys,
no,
Tuvi.
no.
Let's watch The Kissing Booth.
Tuvi. No.
What about Fantastic Beasts?
No, Instant Family.
No, let's watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
No, Robin Hood instead.
No, Mortal Engines. Have you guys ever had trouble finding a good movie?
Yeah.
Did it ever have trouble trying to find a good price?
Yeah.
Well, have you ever thought of using this website? This is Tubi. It's like a website I just found. It's like endless options personalized to your liking. And like you can click here to take a survey. It's pretty cool. And I already took a survey and I have a profile on here. So if you want to see that, it's right here. And it's like really cool because every week they always have like
different recommendations for me, and they have different prices for the same movie. So if I saw something that I really wanted to watch, but it was pricey in one place, then I could find it somewhere else.
Should we take the survey to see if it can recommend something to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Watching a movie.
How come you picked the movie? Tubi. What?
Yeah,
Tubi. Endless options, personalized to your liking.
So, as a person who loves to binge watch movies, I get frustrated when I can't find a new movie or TV show that is engaging and when I don't want to watch the same movie again. But what if people could go to a site that recommended the perfect new movies for them? So our solution is if the subscriber already knows which movie/TV show they want to watch, they have the option of search, which provides comparisons of different movies, prices, and links to different websites where the movie is available to watch. Also, we provide the subscribers with opinions of the movie and their personal experience with the links to facilitate and choose the process. Our vision is to create a site where people of all ages can find a new movie that they enjoy. As movie fanatics, the creators of Tubi are tired of watching the same thing over and over again.
And our goal for Tubi is to create a family-friendly website that everyone can find the movies that they enjoy. And we're also trying to create and make sure that you're able to find your best experience watching movies and looking for the best resource that you could. Here's are some stats and revenues about Tubi. So ideally, we are aiming for 500 clicks per hour with 100 subscribers for the first month. With that rate, our revenues basically comes from two resources: advertisements and subscriptions. For advertisement, we are going to ask for 0.25 CPC, which is cost per click, and 0.75 cost per minute for video advertisements. And with that cost, we are going to make $625 every 1,000 click per hour. And our subscriptions are 3 months free trial, and after that, we are only asking for $2 per month. With that rate, we are going to make $1,400 by the end of the second year. Here's our timeline for Tubi. As we are basically based on the website, we need some time to work on the finalized website, as we are planning on launching the website beginning of 2020. And by the end of 2022, which I mentioned in the previous slides, the revenue is going to reach $14,000. And we are aiming for 4,000 subscriptions by the end of that time. And we are asking for $500,000 to start up the company, as we will put the money into the website design and also to do further research on the market.
Our market size would be anyone and everyone who has a computer and access to the internet. And to put that into perspective, that's about 3 billion people. Our competition would be Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, Google Play, and Amazon Prime, but we want to make our competitors into our partners and help them promote their streaming services on our website. Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice job. Rebecca and I actually are part of a small movie group that we get together every few weeks to watch a movie, and it literally takes us a couple of weeks to figure out what we're going to watch. So we need this app. It would save us a lot of problems. So you did talk about, though, the competition being Amazon, Netflix. They come up with their recommendations. What's missing from this is I don't understand your methodology. So how are you going to determine these great movie selections when they already have something in place? So that's really your secret sauce, and that would require a lot of work for this to work. So obviously there's a need for it, but I think there's more work that needs to be done in determining that bit of it.
I think you guys did a great job with addressing the problem. Like, I thought your commercial was very effective because I think all of us can relate to it. I would have loved to see, like, you know, what was the survey? Like, what kind of questions are you asking? How are you really getting to know me and my preferences and my friend and their preferences? Can you combine our preferences so that jointly we can both find a movie that we like? Is there a way to kind of do some of that to address the group problem of when you want to watch a group, you know, a friend, watch a movie with a friend? So that I would have loved to see. I did like your ask. I think that was great, and I loved your business model as well.
It's great. I want it now, but again, getting everybody's preferences together seems like a really hard thing. Like, we have this problem, but we're all sort of the same. With my grandchildren, it was insane trying to choose a movie at Thanksgiving because all they did was make a fight. So, but and your ad, oh my God. Maybe you should be in the advertising business. Best. Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you going to get that? That ad was fantastic.
Why is this? One second. Was okay, MPSS safety is next.
Do you want me to move it? Go over there. Do you want me to move it or you just move it?
One, two, one, one, one.
Okay. You go.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor. Oh, sorry.
Which one is this?
Do you know what you are? Do you know what you are? Just say, I'm Taylor. Oh shit, I don't know.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Taylor and I'm the COO.
Hello, I'm Anna and I'm the CMO.
I'm Mara and I'm the CEO.
I'm Maddie Hagberg and I'm the CFO.
Of MPPS app.
This is our video.
So Maddie, how are your classes going?
Good, good. Oh no! I gotta open my phone, go to my email the whole school.
Something smells bad.
Oh my god! There's fire! Someone, there's fire! Bear, what do I do? Oh no! I don't have my key card! I have a game! What do I do? Oh my god, stop!
Don't leave me! Stop!
Oh my god, I'm really lightheaded. Who do I?
Okay.
So the purpose of this product is to make day-to-day life easier, safer, and more efficient. It's a quicker way to contact help in an emergency, and it informs everyone in the community about an emergency situation. This is our team. So the problem that we found was that the majority of people in this community aren't being notified of a dangerous situation, and sending and receiving emails is inefficient when there's a dangerous situation happening. Our solution is if people see something dangerous to the community, they can use the app and button to notify others. An alert will be sent to all phones. This will override all silenced phones, phones on Do Not Disturb, and phones that are turned off.
Okay, why now? Statistics in the U.S. Statistics show that in the U.S. There have been over 300 shootings in 2018 alone, and this is like the most shootings in the whole world. So our product, with the click of a button, our app will automatically send the whole, it will send a pre-recorded message to security, and depending on which one you tap, the pre-recorded message will defer from the other ones, and then security will figure out what to do from there. And it will also send the location of where the emergency is happening. So, and also the alert that security will send out, it will override silent mode, like Taylor said, and which differs from the system that they have at the school right now.
So this is our hard-coded website.
Here is the Miss Porter's Secure School website containing information on our app and safety button. The goal of the safety system is to make the Miss Porter's community day-to-day life easier and safer while still being efficient. These are the situations that the Miss Porter's community faces: being locked out of a room or building, feeling sick without knowing who to contact, being unaware of a school drill, seeing a dangerous animal around campus, being in an uncomfortable situation during a school trip, or being in a fire. This is some of the data that helped with the development of the app. These are the prices for the physical emergency button and the app. Following, there's a description of the app on how and why it is efficient and necessary. Next is the explanation video of our app. Here are the creators of the MPSS app. Lastly is the contact information, where students and faculty can ask questions or give suggestions.
Okay, so the market. So each button will cost $3 to build and $5 to manufacture it, and we will be selling it for $10. Our app, so the PC software will cost $1,000, and it will be $15,000 overall, and it will take 3 months to develop. So our competitors are Circle of Six, Scream Alarm, Crisis Go, and Be Safe. And the difference is that we're having a physical button instead, and we're doing the app on top of a physical button in each classroom.
So this is the financial standings, and this is like the data we collected. And the first one is that in a dangerous situation, would you rather be like sent out an alert that will override the Do Not Disturb of your phone? Then it's, do you feel that in a life-threatening situation, would you be able to call 911 and send out a school email with the details? And our current status is the goal to sell the products is started in the beginning of the next year. And the new school arrives, students and faculty will be able to purchase it, and this will be included in the admissions cost, and we plan to make $2,000 within the first month starting the sale next year. Thank you.
So, great job. This is clearly an area where there's a lot of focus and interest, and people want to solve this problem. A lot of apps have been developed now to work in this space. I guess the feedback I would have is a couple. One is the video was very effective. You saw that the audience themselves really got into it, so they understand what the problem is you're trying to solve. So that's really good. I myself am confused about your product, so I'm not exactly sure what this is relative to other systems that are out there. The costing to build versus manufacture, I don't understand the distinction. So I just, if we had time to talk, I'm sure you have all the answers, but there were some things that just weren't clear to me in the presentation.
Yeah, I would agree. I didn't even realize there was a physical button component until you mentioned it. So I don't know how the button plays into the app and the kind of correlation between the two. I think making that a little bit more clear and kind of showing us how that works would have been more effective for me. I think you guys are addressing a huge problem and something that every community is facing right now. And you did that in a very effective way. You showed us the problem, but I still didn't really understand how your app and the button was going to move us forward. And the pricing, I don't know how you're making money off of it. I know your development costs, but you mentioned you'd make $2,000, and the only thing I saw you guys making money off of was the button. So a little bit more on the finances would be really helpful.
A really good idea. And I think, I don't know where the button is it something you carry, but as far as the selling it, I think you would have the school buy it and add it into the tuition, that it came with every girl who became a student had this on her phone. And think of the market for that, it'd be great. Every school and college could have something like this because they all have the same issues. Maybe not everybody is bears running around their campuses, but, who knows? It's terrific.
Right, New England scrunchies. So next.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
Are they going to show us?
Wow.
Hello, we are New England Scrunchies & Co. I am Morgan.
I'm Audrey.
And unfortunately, two of our members, Cassie and Eliza, can't be here with us today, so it's just us. Okay, so our product is scrunchies. Our scrunchie is much more comfortable than the traditional hair tie, and we offer a wide array of colors and patterns, and they don't leave marks on your wrist after having them on all day.
The production cost of a scrunchie is about $16 plus however much the fabric costs. So elastic on a spool would cost $7. A straight pin pack would cost $3. Thread costs $6, and fabric, it depends on the pattern and the amount purchased, but this is all you need to make a scrunchie. This info is from a fabric store, but if we outsource to a fabric distributor, we could lower the cost.
Okay, so it is about $20 to make 50 scrunchies, which is about 40 cents for each scrunchie. We will sell both individual scrunchies and packs of 3 scrunchies. To get our money back, we will have to sell 5 individual scrunchies or 2 packages of 3 scrunchies. From the money made of the 50 individual scrunchies, all in the packages of 3, which is 16 packages, it will be roughly around $190, and we would subtract $20, which is lost, by making it the profit of $170. The money made from just regular 50 individual scrunchies, not in packs, would be around $237.50. Subtract $20 lost by making the scrunchies, and the profit would be $217. We will donate 5% of all our profits to charities, and that would make $161.50 for 16 packages of 3 scrunchies and 206 packages for 50 singular scrunchies. We are better than most companies that sell to charities because they only give less than 1% of their profits to charity. This shows how we truly care about our community.
The benefits of our product and what makes us different is that it's high quality, handmade, and it's made in the USA. We're hoping to expand all the designs and patterns after 1 year of business. We'll spend between 15 and 20% on marketing for the product to get our name out there. Our market is women and young girls, and we could sell to stores like Urban Outfitters, PacSun, and Abercrombie.
And our mission statement is, New England and Scrunchies & Co. works to make carefully crafted scrunchies in order to have more comfort in your day-to-day life. We work with Connecticut's Children's Hospital to better the lives of children in need.
What's next? We plan to expand our fabric and color options, and we also want to offer a monthly subscription service where you receive a limited edition scrunchie every month.
And this is our commercial.
How do I do this?
We gave it permission.
It's on the site, right? Okay, this is our website.
So our website this is the homepage, and this is where you can buy your scrunchies. These are just the generic plain colored scrunchies, and when limited edition scrunchies come out, they will only be there for a select number of time. The About page has our info and our mission statement. And this is our team with their contact information.
Okay. We need your support to help get our business started.
We are asking for $2,500 to help with marketing, production costs, materials, and adding more employees. We would get, with this, we could get production started and make the first batch that comes to, and makes the first thing that comes to mind when you talk about scrunchies.
We hope our presentation has made you consider to fund our project.
Thank you.
Okay, so nice job. So where I think you could spend a little bit more is time discussing is what's unique. So I understand it's handmade, but beyond that, is there anything very different about your product? Also would be interested in what kind of feedback you've received from others on it. Do they really care that this is handmade? It's not clear to me. I do like the fact that you're tying some of the revenue to charity. That's a really positive thing. You're the first one that we've seen that from. But as far as the product itself, maybe if you showed the product up front, talked a bit more about the market, the target customer, why it's different, why this is something they'd buy instead of something else in addition to the handmade. I just think you need to build that out some more.
I love the social enterprise part of it, you know, the donation, and I think emphasizing that a little bit about why you guys are different and why you want to give back to the community while still having a profitable business is great. Something you should look into is the idea of a benefit corporation, which I think you guys fall into, which is a benefit corporation is a company that still wants to make profit and make money, but also has a social enterprise side to it where they're trying to do good for the community. And I think you guys would fall perfectly into that. Great marketing as well. I think you didn't look into competition, and scrunchies are making a comeback right now. There's a lot of competition. Urban Outfitters, there's a company called, I think like Do, where like the Bachelorette, one of the most recent Bachelorettes just has a huge scrunchie company right now. So I would have liked to see price comparison and a little bit on the competition in the market. That would have been helpful. And again, finances, I need a table. I would have loved to see a table. That would have been helpful. But great job.
Great job. I would love to have seen you give us a couple of scrunchies to look at, because you probably already made them. And don't forget, they're probably making them in China for a lot less, so going to be a problem that you have to compete with, but I think because it's a social enterprise and you're giving a percentage of your profits away, but being a Connecticut, you're giving it to a Connecticut hospital, so what happens if you ever are marketing it outside of Connecticut? So you'll need to think about that. Great job.
Oh, one more thing that I really liked was the limited edition thing.
Yeah.
I think that really works in a retail sales model, and I love that idea because it's shown to be very successful to kind of get your idea going and build up enthusiasm. So I love the limited edition set thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Culturally, next. That's right there. Speak into the microphone. Excuse me.
Okay, hi, we're Culturally.
Our company vision. By providing cultural immersion opportunities for high school students across the globe, Culturally works to diminish stereotypes and provide the safest experience for studying abroad.
This is the team. I'm Jennifer Pill, the CEO.
I'm Joy Yu, CMO.
I'm Jillian Krasuski, the COO.
And Laura Joel, CFO.
The problem. There's incomprehension of other cultures, cultural stereotypes, and concerns of safety while traveling.
We provide information for students who will study abroad as a solution. We have a media page on our platform where students can post their own stories and experiences. There's a variety of packages to choose from, and of course, safety will be ensured.
How does it work? First, you select a country of interest. Next, select a package. Then customize that package based on our options. Also, browse through the media page.
But why now? There's an annual increase of 4% in international students worldwide, from 0.8 million in 1975 to 4.3 million in 2011. And as this increase happens, false stereotypes also emerge, and it becomes our job to diminish them.
And this is a video.
Hi, welcome to Culturally, a platform for high school students around the globe to become familiarized with another culture through exchange programs. Here at Culturally, we're focused on your experience and safety. For your benefit, here's a quick video guide on how our platform works. First, go to www.culture.ly. Here you can browse our mission, packages, and media platform, and make donations if you want. When searching for a program abroad, you can look at our interactive world map to get general information on countries. Just go to our packages page. If you want, you can click on a country to see personal stories from students like you. When choosing a package, keep in mind the date and location that will help determine your price, and remember to choose your package 3 months in advance for better priced plane tickets. Also, make sure to check out the media page on our site where you can post and share what you learned about culture on your abroad program. If you ever have any questions, you can email us at support@culture.ly or call us at 1-800-CULTURE.
So here are some mock-ups of our website. So this is the home page, an introduction to our company, explanation of the packages, and the social media page.
According to our school survey, 100% of students surveyed saw cultural differences. 79.1% were interested in traveling abroad, mostly to learn about new cultures.
And this is a sample package from Shanghai to the United States, and it is during the week of Thanksgiving. There will be at least 3 students traveling together for safety reasons, and they can choose to stay in a university or high school dorm or a personal home. We will advertise schools with a lower number of students to these international students by allowing them to open their dorms. There will also be a college student chaperone for safety reasons, and these chaperones will go through a thorough check. With everything, our total expense is $2,055. With a profit of 21.6%, our revenue for this sample package becomes $2,500, and the profit margin is $445. We anticipate about 150 people in our first year, according to our school survey. And
our total revenue becomes $375,000, and our profit margin becomes $66,750. And we're also receiving revenue from ads, and we receive 25 cents per click. And we anticipate about 1,000 people in our first year, which makes our profit as $250.
So financial projections and key metrics. Our profit after 1 year is expected, with all the marketing and developing costs taken out, is expected to be $47,500, and the profit after 5 years is estimated to be $180,075.
Our competitors are Center for Applied Linguistics, Airbnb, and Culture Crossing. But these platforms do not ensure safety while travel, provide foreign experience, or direct high school students as their customers. This is what sets us apart. We are still developing our website and app, so we need an investment of $150,000. We will use this investment for marketing, developing technology, and paying revenue to schools. In exchange, we will give 6% of our company in 3 years. And we know that we're asking a lot for investment, but our market size and our product is very big, and we see great potential in our project. Thank you.
Okay, so nice job. So you started out talking about cultural differences and tying that to studying abroad, and they connect very well together, and so that made a lot of sense. It took me a while to realize that you're actually looking at planning trips, and that raises a lot of questions like scaling, how do you guarantee safety, how do you compare against general travel agents, let alone the competitors you put up there. So there were a lot of questions in my mind about the viability of your business. What I would encourage you to do is go back to your thinking around cultural differences and studying abroad and see if there's some way to capture experiences that students have abroad, and see if there's something there that could help educate other students interested in studying abroad, and if there's a business out of that. So I was thinking of just actually changing the business model altogether. I think this one's going to be particularly difficult to make happen, but there's a need for it, so kind of mixed on that.
Yes, I thought the idea of giving people who, that's what I at first thought you were going to do, is show people when they were traveling abroad what to expect, not planning their whole trips, which I think is huge and a little bit risky because you don't know, even putting someone up in someone's house, who they really are. So I'd start on a smaller scale, and I think there's a lot of, it's a great idea. I mean, so people have some idea when they go to a new country what it's going to be like. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think focusing on your initial idea, which was the cultural differences and sensitivities, and perhaps looking into creating a database of what you can expect, things you can do, you know, how different traditions and expectations when you're in those countries, being aware of those. That could be something that I think you could kind of look into and be a little bit unique in that. You know, your financial model, while good, I don't think covered everything. You know, you mentioned safety and background checks and paying a chaperone. $345 isn't going to cover a background check, let alone paying a chaperone for a whole week. You know, some of those metrics I think needed to be a little bit more fleshed out for me, because there seemed to be a lot of costs that were missing and hidden and maybe not thought about with what you were saying you were going to do in terms of the safety and protection of the person traveling. So fleshing that out a little bit more would have been helpful.
We have two more. Dormy?
It is, I'm freezing. I know, I was about to put my coat on.
No, just right here.
I didn't get there. I didn't get
Hi, I'm Bunny. I'm the CFO.
I'm Whitney. I'm the CEO.
I'm Kat, the CFO.
And then we have a fourth person, but she couldn't be here today. So we had a video, but it's not working. So we have this website, and it's a dorm designing website. So I had the problem before I came here. I couldn't figure out where to find stuff to decorate my dorm and figure out like what it would all look like together. And so this website allows you to like shop from, and these are all school approved. So like Porters, we can't have like really big tapestries or some kinds of lighting. So all of that is not like on the website. And then if we look at this, so we have all the different pictures. You can add it to your cart. And so what we would want to do is add like the school would like upload a 360-degree picture of what the average dorm room looks like. And then you would be able to drag anything that was in your cart into the picture so you could see what everything looked like together and like the sizing of it all. So, and then we also have an app, and it's for when you're already at the school. You can go into your room and use augmentative reality. And so you're in your room and you kind of like move your phone around and you can see like what the room looks like, and you can add decorations and see what they look like with your current decorations.
So the problem is that students waste money on on decor for their dorms that they don't like in person, or that's really expensive, or that they aren't within the safety guidelines of the school. And students also feel rushed once they get to school to have to like design their dorm.
So the solution, schools can actually partner with our company to give us a 360-degree image of their dorms. So then when students, which we can upload to our website, so when students arrive, they'll actually know how their dorm will look like. We will also partner with high-end companies to get the best products for our customers at an affordable price.
Why now? So in recent years, there's been an increase of demand in dorm design. Furniture and decoration sales are the most popular around the end of summer. So as students begin their move-in is when we would, so like during the summer is when we would start up our company.
So the market size, so 31% of boarding students that responded to the like out of people that responded have expressed interest in this type, and 91% of people that completed the survey liked our product.
Dormify and Design Your Dorm are our main competition. However, their products are sold at an unreasonable price, and they also lack the AR function.
So financial projections, so we would need to invest in an online inventory and partner with different companies. So in the first quarter, estimate of $150,000. And we'd have like a monthly subscription and for the people we would partner with. And so depending on like how many products are selling on our website, we would charge probably like $40 a month. And then we would start off charging each user 99 cents like per your account.
So the current status is we have prototyped a website and an app, and we plan to launch next July, and our goal is to make $10,000 from sales over the next school year.
Okay, and then this is our app prototype. So we'll have like the different things right here. You can find what you're looking for. And then this is what the product page will look like. And then this is another product page that has like more ideas of what your dorm, like if you just want to kind of like buy a dorm room. And then this is like checking out. And then this is where we would put our AR function, which is when you're like in the room and you can see what it looks like with the stuff that you already have in your room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so very interesting concept. I think from a presentation standpoint, I would encourage you to structure it more from a problem statement, where you got your feedback on, and then what your solution looks like. You kind of went back and forth in the presentation, so just from a structural standpoint, I think there's some work that you can do there. I love the augmented reality side of it. I think that that's different, and I think that that's something that would make this an app that someone would be very interested in using, because they don't have to visualize themselves. They can kind of find themselves in their environment and then see what these things look like. So I would really encourage you to build that side of it out, because that's really the unique part of it. As far as this type of website, designing it is critical. And I don't know who of you is the designer person, but you might want to think about finding a designer to do it, simply because that'll have a lot to do with what people will buy and what they're interested in. It's not just putting stuff up on a screen. It really, there's a method to the madness, and you need someone with expertise to do that, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I think the AR side is really cool, and I think it's transferable not just within a dorm room, but in any house, any room, any space. I think that your business model could expand past just a dorm room to anything. You can make it a lot bigger and have a much bigger market. One problem I had was the slide where you said only 31% of your market was really interested in this. You know, when you see something that's way less than 50%, it doesn't make me think there's a need for this, right? So I understand you probably need it for your presentation, but I don't think that's effective. I think if you're showing a statistic that's less than 50%, like, just keep it out. I don't want to know about it, because I don't think it's going to be that effective, and I don't think there's a need. But your AR side is really cool, and I think a lot of people would like that beyond just a dorm room.
And it's such a good idea, and I think especially because the schools all have such strict safety rules about the products that come into them. But I was a little confused about, are these going to be shipped from the manufacturers? You'll pick them out at different men, put them up on your website. You're not going to inventory the products.
They'll ship from the manufacturers.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and I'm sure it will make life much easier for students moving into their rooms. So, and also being able to visualize it, that's great. And the expandability of it in the future. Yeah. Great. Congratulations.
Pots and pans.
I'll do the slides and then you can talk about that.
I'm Emma Ruscio.
I'm Hallie Pachelski.
I'm Elizabeth Song.
And my name is Bonnie Ko. And we're the co-founders of Pots and Pans. I'm the CEO.
I'm the CMO.
I'm the COO.
And I'm the CFO. Our vision is to provide a simple and timely method of accessing culinary education resources so that both amateur and talented chefs can cook amazing recipes anywhere. The problems and needs that we found that created this app were a lack of easy access to desired recipes, a need for human-to-human contact for cooking troubleshooting, difficulty converting measurements, and difficulty finding recipes that fit dietary needs or allergens.
So our motto is connecting amateur cooks to the culinary world. So our app is available on the App Store and also on the Google Play Store, and we both have an app and a website. And we also are planning to incorporate smart pots and pans, which involve AR vision to help with cooking problems such as measurements and time of how long to cook and fry. So this is our website. So this is our homepage. This homepage contains pictures of some of the recipes we contain, and further on we have, these are some of our features of the app. We have online classes which you pay per class, and you can attend with a friend, and you simply open your app and pay to start learning. And then we have personalization, which helps filter and personalize recipes to fit your dietary and allergen needs, and also personalizes based on what kind of ingredients you need. And as mentioned before, it's both available on the App Store and the Play Store. So these are some of our prototypes. On the top left, you can see our sign-in page, which involves an account to be created. And further on, you can see our sign-in page, which only requires an email and password. This is our Discover page. There will be personalized recipes, and this is our cooking class page and our profile page.
Here's our commercial.
So, what are you making for the party tonight?
So I'm probably thinking of making like a peanut butter cookie.
Oh, I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe I'll make a chicken noodle soup then.
So sorry, I forgot. I'm also gluten-free.
Oh. Maybe I can just take out the noodles.
Well, I'm also vegan, so the chicken may not work.
I guess I can just make a chicken-free, noodle-free soup. There still can be celery, carrots, and broth.
Well, the broth might not work because of the whole vegan thing. You'll need to find a broth that doesn't have any animal product in it. Oh, and I just hate carrots. They're totally gross. Anyway, can't wait to see you at the party tonight. Bye!
Great, see you there.
Hey, I just got your text.
Wow, how'd you get here so fast?
I only live 2 buildings and a crosswalk away. You gotta love a boarding school.
Good point. Anyways, I seriously need some help.
I know you do. Hey, have you heard of Pots and Pans?
What's that?
It's this amazing online recipe site. It also offers culinary classes.
That's cool, but I still don't know how that helps Emma's 1,000 allergies.
Pots and Pans covers that too. It automatically sorts the recipes to find ones that fit your dietary needs and restrictions.
Seriously? That's amazing.
I know, you should really try it out.
I will. Thanks so much.
Bye. Pots and Pans.
So the reason we're doing this now is because home cooking is becoming more and more popular. There's really no easy way to satisfy the dietary needs of such a growing population, and because there's more people, they have more specific dietary needs, and we have to be able to access the recipes with those dietary requirements. The cooking world needs to be made safer, and Pots and Pans is doing that.
So we took a survey in our all-girls high school population, and we found that 76% of them found it difficult to proportion ingredients and change the system of measurement of ingredients. We also found that around 75% of the students have wanted to take a culinary class but haven't been able to. In this diagram, you can see that our company is one of the only convenient and inexpensive recipe websites.
So it's gonna take $2.99 to download the app, and it's gonna take $30 to pay for the live classes, and it's gonna be $10 and up per pre-recorded course videos, and it's gonna be $50 and up per full course, and then we're gonna have ads to earn money. And then for premium, we're gonna give 15-day free trial, and it's gonna be $5 per month, and which will be $45 per year. And for pots and pans, it's gonna be sold individually from $100 to $130. And then we're gonna take 10% of revenue made from pre-recorded videos and live classes.
So, accomplishment to date, we're going to be hopefully creating smart pans by March, essentially.
And then we're gonna use the fund for production process and hiring people for mass production. And then we're gonna need at least 700 people to purchase in the first year, and at least 175 people will buy premium.
We're targeting amateur cooks to help them learn and advanced cooks to make a profit. We're hoping to expand soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think you're on to something in terms of there's a lot of interest in home cooking at this point in time. There's also increase in allergies, and so people are really concerned about making food items that they can eat. So I think that the space is big, and as a result of that, there are lots of products that are out there. I was confused about the title pots and pans, because you're talking about recipes, and then I saw at the very end that you're selling pots and pans. So I'm not sure if I missed that along the way or if that's a core piece of your business, but I don't know where that sits. Questions that come to mind is, who are you going to source the recipes from? Who are your experts? How are you going to build up a portfolio of recipes that can satisfy your audience? Because recipes and people are about as diverse as could possibly be. So you need to have a core grouping of these things in order to have a business model that's viable. And lots of competition, but again, opportunity for you to make something in this space. So good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think your presentation tried to address almost too many problems. Like, I liked the whole, allergy thing and focusing on just creating a database of recipes and courses to teach you how to make the food that would help cover a lot of different allergies and stuff like that and avoid those. But then you were mentioning things about like measuring and converting and the smart pots and pans, which you didn't really tell us what they were. You told us you were going to sell them and make them, but you didn't tell us how they were smart, what made them different from other pots and pans. I think the hardware component, you touched on it, but you didn't really tell us anything about it, besides mentioning what the problem was. So the only thing that I would do is focus in on what your real, product is. And I think from the presentation you gave us, it was the app versus any of the hardware, because you didn't discuss any of that. And if you're not going to discuss it, take it out.
I think everybody should. You did a great job. I don't know whether you're a comedy team here, because everybody has the best ads. They're so funny, and I think you should be in the advertising business. But that ad focused on, we all have those guests. Kathy writes cookbooks. I mean, how many people, you go to the list, you're inviting people for dinner and you can't find anything to cook. So I think that part of your idea is fantastic, is sort of fixing recipes so that people can put in all the allergies, and then maybe the 3 recipes in the world that exist come up. Because that's really the big problem. And pots and pans, you don't need to sell pots and pans, and I think it'd be very hard to get a lot of cooking classes online, but I think there's a real need for that recipe that's eliminated the foods that people can't eat. I think that, because Epicurious, you can go on all these places with great recipes, but they don't solve the problem that you are focusing on, which is a really good idea. Congratulations.
Great ad. Thank you.
Great
Thank
ad.
you.
Oh, these ads. I think you've got an advertising company. They could be.
We haven't missed any group, have we? No? Got it? Okay. Anyone else? All right, for those of you who the other ninth graders or anyone else here in the audience who have not presented today, you could open up your phone. If you have an iPhone, you could just open up your camera app and point to the QR code. You should be able to go to a website, Google Forms, and just enter your first place choice and second place choice. And you do have to put your name because we want to make sure we don't have duplicates of votes. So while we sort out the votes, Mr. Ross will, yep.
Sure. Do you want me to leave this up though?
For now, yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I change it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you just a moment there, and then we'll play a few games while we're tallying up the points.
In turn.
You have to put it first. No, on first choice is over here. You have one, right?
Yeah, I have them.
You have them. Choosing your film.
Okay, so if you'd like to play some of these games, feel free to go to airconsole.com and you can enter the code in the top right. So again, this is airconsole.com. And the way it works is we'll play a few different games that are on the screen here, and your phone's going to turn into a control device you control. Alright, so let's play our first game here. You're going to have to guess where the location is. So you have to guess where Detroit is. Put a pin down where you think Detroit is. Closest person wins.
Which one was first?
Should show your ranking on your screen. Yeah, top right. right, let's try one more.
Yeah, that looks good.
First, like overall, there's consensus on both audience and judges. And this one, same thing with both audience and.
So I think you have the opportunity now to change your name so you can see where your points are.
They like that the best because they
Second.
yeah.
Yeah, and then this one.
This campus isn't big compared to other campuses.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna refresh the page.
We can make it a time to like this. Audience like this one a lot more than this one, and then for judges.
All right, let's try a different game.
That makes sense because
That makes sense, yeah.
and I think that as much as I love it, and I think that was my favorite. I don't know how you could ever get it. How you get the preferences for it now. But this I think is good because you could sell it to every school.
So the aim of this game is to survive for 30 seconds and the difficulty increases. Yep. So you're gonna avoid this boss here, the one with the eye.
Yeah, I think the trouble with the Daisy one was 6 isn't enough. You need 60 bikes. But here, the thing here is getting across the main street.
Oh, it's not gonna let us.
And will there be like, would there be perhaps? Are they actually trying to start
For yours, they could come up with other ideas too, and this is more like a.
Yeah, like practice,
Yeah, like very first year when you were getting the stuff.
They're great ideas. Yeah, great ideas. And you could see how personal they were. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't, because college acceptance.
We'll give this one a try. Ah, the browser's not supportive. How are we so far? Okay, all right, so we are ready. We had a little bit of trouble with the first game, so. Yeah. So I just wanted to add that what we've seen today is an accumulation of all the topics that have been covered in TIE. So that's design thinking, programming, prototyping, creating a successful business model, hard coding websites, HTML, CSS. Really impressive. Some even used some Scratch programming. The girls have put a lot of effort into this project, so let's give them a big round of applause to all that participated today. It was great to see, you know, I'm one of the teachers in one of the classes, the development of both sort of the hard skills and the soft skills, the communication and collaboration in their groups. It's our hope that this experience, that you find your passion in the TIE track and it supports you in being leaders of tomorrow in a world that's changing with emerging technology, innovations, and entrepreneurial ideas. So now let's look at the top placements. Thank you.
Second, let me unplug this. Sure, let me just put that. All right, so without further ado, our top 3 place winners. There's fittingly there's a tie, no pun intended. Third place, that's MPS Safety and Tuvia. So great job. I know you guys wanna. Well, yeah, we'll give the over later. Okay. All right, and then second place, Daisy Bikes. So we'll give you your certificate afterwards. And then, let's see. And then first place, drum roll, maybe. All right. First place is JNS Necklace. So can you guys come up here? Can JNS Necklace team come up here to the stage? Like physically come up here? Okay. Yeah. So, do you want to come up? Yeah, sure. No, you want to come up? Nice job. Yeah. Congratulations. And then great job. What was that? Yeah, I know. Like, you guys did great. Just not having all of your classmates, but we are good for it.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to stand up here? And do you want to? Can you take the photo?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, take a. You want to step?
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Alright. Well, thank you. Do you want to have some closing remarks? Talk about.
Okay, so I was asked to just give a few comments about what we saw today. And so you heard earlier that I'm involved in angel investing, and I do lots of judging at business plan competitions throughout Massachusetts and Connecticut. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with the work that you girls have done. It's just phenomenal. Every one of your ideas, it was grounded in being a real problem, a real opportunity. Your presentations were just incredible, and I just can't tell you enough how fortunate you are to have this opportunity and to embrace it the way that you have. You've just been incredible. Your teamwork, it shows when you're up here. The fact that all of you spoke was really big. You can see that you put a lot of your own effort into it, and that you really, it really made a difference, and that you believed in what you were talking about, and that means so much. It's not just talking for the sake of talking, but you really became advocates of your ideas, and you showed that you worked on them, and that you got so much from doing that. So I just say, well done. Everyone did a great job, and it's not often that that's the case. Usually some don't do that well. You all were phenomenal, and I am just totally impressed with what you've done, and I wish you all the best going forward. Thank you.
I just think Kathy said it all, except I want to say thank you to Ms. Porters, because you're so lucky to be here, and what the school has, the way it evolves, and to offer a course like this is amazing. And you're all in the 9th grade. That's just unbelievable. Congratulations. You're the best.
Yeah, really quick, I just want to say I judged UConn students last year, and I can say that all of your presentations were just as good, if not better, than college level, seniors in college. You understood the basics, like you understood how to make a business plan, you understood how to make a presentation, and I think that's half the battle. And I think it gives you these skills early in life, because you're gonna blow it out of the park if you ever want to create a company going down the road. So I am very, very impressed. I don't think I could have done this as a new girl, so I'm very proud of all of you, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. And just as a follow-up, all of your presentations, your work, your websites are all posted on this website. So if you go to, I'll update the video with the video that we took today. So you could actually look at each other's work, because I spent a lot of time, especially if, teams that spend a lot of time coding. It takes a lot of time to hard code some of these websites. So you could just click into any one of these and see information here. There's a link to the websites. So please check out the website and see what your teammates have done. Well, thank you and congratulations to everyone. And that's it. All right.